What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jeff.
I'm JJ-Tron. You know the mission, the great G1 toy hunt. Every G1 Transformer released in the US, 60 days, 15 grand. We went through the first 3 days. They're in the books. We stopped at some amazing stores. We met some amazing people. Went to Kane County. This is what we picked up. All right, you guys, we got a quick announcement. We're going to flash a coupon code on the screen at some point during the video. Head on over to transformerland.com, punch that code in at checkout. You'll save 10% off your purchase.
That's right. And you can use the coupon as soon as this video drops. And you can use that coupon until the 16th of September, midnight Eastern time.
That's right. So head on over to transformerland.com, save that 10%. Back to the video.
All right, you guys, this is actually our second stop along this trip. We're at Toys from the Past in Lincoln, Nebraska. They had 2 locations. Come to find out, as we rolled up to the first one, they had shut it down and consolidated everything into this one location. I've been here a few times in the past. A lot of great things, a lot of great buys. As soon as we walk in, obviously the life-size Slimer slaps you right in the face. As a big Joe collector, it was hard walking past this second case of vintage Joes. And wouldn't you know it, third case in, chocked full of G1 Transformer goodness.
As you can see, there's quite a few Transformers in this case. A lot of good G1s, some good prices. Everything looked really good. Obviously, we can't open up that case and pull them out and handle them. And then we're just waiting on the employee to get done with his customers, and then we're going to just talk to him and try to put something together.
And we kind of made a plan before we got to the store that, we'll walk in, we'll kind of, look at what we want and what we'd really like to make an offer on, what we think we can make a deal on, and then just walk around the store, less than super interested until we had a chance to get either the store owner or the manager in a one-on-one situation so we can explain what we're trying to do, and hopefully they would be able to help us out. So at this point, we're just going to cruise around the store a little bit.
We now return to the Transformers.
So walking around this store, it was chocked full of vintage toys, everything from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We're taking a look at some of the Beast Wars stuff that they had. They had some loose GoBots in here, a lot of really cool stuff. We're looking at a Transformer Collector Club Air Razor up there. This is not the kind of stuff that we're looking to buy. Some of us have some of these things. Some of us don't collect modern. But it was really well laid out. It was really well organized. I really liked this store a lot.
So did I. I know we were going off of a minimal amount of sleep. What time we leave? About 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we rolled out of Colorado at 4 a.m. I think we got here about an hour after they opened. I think they opened at 11. We got here about noon. Long night the night before, but, the mission was at hand, and that's what we had to do.
So as we're walking around, obviously you can see all kinds of different stuff. So this store was pretty big, a lot of toys. And I ended up seeing something I had from when I was a kid. We don't have the footage of it, but it's called the Navarone, and it's an army playset. It's just a mountain. It's got cannons and army men and all that kind of stuff. And they had one. Unfortunately, it wasn't complete, but it was nice. And so I had the gray version, and there's another version, it's black. I think they have 2 different box variants, and it's from Mark's Toys or something like that. So if anybody out there has one complete, would be interested in that.
As you guys can see in the video, it's chocked full of goodness. They had a lot of 25th anniversary Joes for you Joe collectors. Just tons and tons of vintage to modern Star Wars. And like every toy store I've ever been to in the last 15 years, at least one wall chocked full of Pops. The surprising thing for me when it comes to Funko Pops is how well they did for how simple of an idea it had. And as you all know, you can get a Pop of anything. Right here, I pick up a reissue of the Red Ranger from Power Rangers. I can still remember being 11, 12 years old when Power Rangers first hit, and it was the toy to have. And I never could figure out in my school, everybody liked Power Rangers, but you couldn't tell anyone that you liked Power Rangers. Like, it's like, oh man, it's like the coolest show. Oh, you like Power Rangers, dude? You're a nerd. Grow up, God. And it's just funny to me that people at that age just cared that much about what you liked as a child. I mean, we're 11, 12 years old.
Well, that's funny. To parallel that, wrestling. So while I was in junior high, and of course, elementary school, everybody was into that. Once you got into junior high, it was like, or middle school is what people are in now. But I was still into wrestling, and so was a few other guys. So it was kind of like, let's keep this on the down low.
Keep it on the hush hush, right?
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
QT, as they say. Yeah. Yeah, for me, wrestling was kind of always popular. I hit junior high and high school right in the heart of the Attitude Era, where they stopped. You know, the WWF turned WWE had stopped focusing their attention on a younger audience, and they were going to I think a PG-13 rating for like Raw, and it was totally fine for us in high school to be all about it. We didn't exactly wear the T-shirts or anything, but when DX dropped, needless to say, a few of us were asked to leave class from time to time for doing the suck it, hand motion. But
Yeah, so it was, we like it, but, nobody knew, we like it. So, again, these couple of guys that I went to school with early on, and they came to school with Hulkamania T-shirts, and, we'd go, into a different part of the school and start talking about wrestling. Because, I was still into it pretty hardcore, and so were they, obviously, because they didn't care whatsoever.
And what a great way to be, like what you like, and who cares what anybody thinks. That's where I'm at in my life. Like what you like. And right here, as you guys can see, it's not impossible. We found Waldo. It happened.
And just a second ago, I saw some Beanie Babies. And I'm not here we're not here to like dog on anything that anybody collects, but that's one of those things that people, I think, were investing in it to probably make some money down the road, and there still are some that are out there that are worth some. But gosh, remember how big that was? It was huge.
Beanie Babies took off when I'm 14 years old, 15 years old. I really got heavy into Hot Wheels, where I was at the store every day. I got to have the new Hot Wheel. I got to get the new editions that came out. This would have been 1997, 1998, trying to piece them all together. And right at that time, Beanie Babies just took off the shelves. And an adult collector friend of mine who I would come over and he'd show me how to work on cars and stuff, he had sold off so much and invested so much of his retirement into Beanie Babies. And it's really a shame that I'm sure he really lost his butt, and he did. He put a lot of money into Beanie Babies. It's just so hard to predict. Not anybody can just go to the store and go, that toy is going to be worth 10 times what it is today 5 years from now.
Well, that's the thing is, some people get into it for the wrong reasons. Not saying that getting into it for financial gain isn't a good reason, but we're, most of us, I'd say, especially me and you, that are you and I, that we love what we do, and if it, we get make $1 down the road, then that's just a bonus. But it seemed back then that people, not in the collector world, that did it for the joy. They were just doing it to, we're gonna do this and put our kids through school or retire.
We're gonna cash in down the line on this.
Yeah, and that seemed to be the biggest selling point on the Beanie Babies. And going back to Pops, there's they do so much different stuff, and if you're into it, that's cool. I do some Pops. I was hoping they would never do the G1-esque, and there's the Beanie Babies back there you've seen, but going to Pops and G1s, I hope they didn't do it, but they did. So I do some of that stuff. So I'm just, I didn't think I was going to, but I did.
It happens. It happens. So at this point, we've made a lap around. We've seen a lot of cool things. Hopefully we covered some stuff that you guys wanted to see. Now we're back at the case. The store's kind of emptied out a little bit. We're trying to narrow down the key items that we want to try to make a deal on. Ultimately, I think we went with the blaster and a couple of others. And, we knew we were going to Kane County. We wanted to leave the options open. So unfortunately, this is the first real snag that we hit on this trip. We had went with the Red Cliff Jumper, a complete blaster, and a Pretender Wave Rider. Pretty good prices on all of them. Ultimately, we were trying to pick everything up for about $150. Unfortunately, the gentleman that you see here helping us, really nice guy, great young man, very knowledgeable. Unfortunately, he is just a part-time employee. The manager of the store and the owner, they had to leave town unexpectedly for an emergency. He wasn't authorized to really make deals on the vintage items that were in the store. He recommended that we try to come back through on Sunday, 2 days later, and the manager would be there and he could make a deal with us. Kind of bummed out. The prices were pretty good as they were. I have no doubt that we'll be back through Lincoln before the great G1 toy hunt is completed. Hopefully they still got some stuff. Hopefully they get some new stuff in.
So this is day one. So for day one, it's pretty good. We still have more stores that we're going to hit, and this is the very first store that we actually purchased items. So that being said, I think we ended up pretty good. Obviously we could have done some more, but unfortunately, like he said, the manager was not in.
The best thing about this young man is we did ask him if there was any other places around town or nearby that might have vintage G1 or other vintage toys. We're always on the hunt for everything. Our focus for this mission was merely the G1 Transformers. And he was very forthcoming. He told us just about an hour up the road in Omaha that there were 3 really good stores that carried a lot of G1 stuff. He specifically mentioned Krypton Comics and the Imaginarium. So we loaded back up in the car at this point and we're headed to Omaha. So now we've arrived in Omaha. We initially went to Krypton Comics. Unfortunately, they only had one incomplete top spin. That was their full list of G1 Transformers. We popped over here to the Pop Culture Exchange. The owner did not want to be on camera, but he did allow us to get this quick snip. We were lucky enough to find the following Transformers here.
And as you first see, there's a Computron. I believe it was around $300. Not too bad. Nice tight joints, complete. And then we're going to scroll below. There's a Superion, and I think he wanted about $250 for Superion. So we're getting close. And then now you see the price of this one's like $150 for the Defensor, and that's totally complete.
Now we are inside the Imaginarium in downtown Omaha, Nebraska, and this place is loaded to the hilt with vintage and modern toys. As far as the Transformers that were in this store goes, they had a great representation of every line that I can think of, from BotCon exclusives to G1, G2, Beast Wars, reissues. They had a good selection of knockoffs. This place was absolutely amazing. You can see in the video, they had stuff scattered everywhere. They had Motu mixed in with Transformers, Power Rangers mixed in with Ninja Turtles. Look at all these Sharkticons. I've never personally seen this many Sharkticons in one location. They had a whole little bucket full of just Sharkticon tails. I don't know what that was about. You can see the Action Masters in the back there. There's some G1 Insecticons. They had a lot of great stuff. We immediately hit the case. The guy helping us, Tyler, he was absolutely amazing. He was very patient with us. He would open a case, grab a couple pieces, lock the case. We went right back to the case. We're picking and pulling stuff that we just couldn't believe it. Finally, we were going to get to try to make a deal on some Transformers. For me personally, this is one of the greatest toy stores that I've ever been in. What did you think?
I agree. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff. As you can see, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 cases just loaded with G1 Transformers and mixed in with other, modern Transformers and third-party stuff, knockoffs. Pretty much anything you can think of. I mean, they had so much stuff, and while you were over there, wheeling and dealing with the guy, and like you said, he kept coming back over, opening the case, then grabbing something out, locking it back up, going back up, and I mean, he must have did that a dozen times. And I know we apologized so many times to him, but again, we were standing here seeing stuff down the road. That we didn't see the first time around. So, we just kept walking around these little islands and back to the original cases and then finding stuff and weapons and all kinds of things.
Yeah, and we finally pulled up what we thought was what we wanted to buy. As you can see, they had a lot of just loose Power Master engines. We ended up picking up this Gears, the Dogfight, the Pretender Starscream. We got the Road Grabber, and we picked up what we knew was going to be probably the most expensive piece on the list, being the G1 Fort Max.
Definitely the toughest, one of the toughest for sure.
It was bone white. It was complete. It had all its accessories. The stickers were all in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of playware here and there, but overall, it was a great Fort Max. I think he was initially asking like $1,000 for this thing. The gentleman Tyler who was helping us, he ended up having to get the owner of the store on the phone, he was not in the store. We told him what we were doing, that we're trying to put this piece together. He knew the budget, he knew the time constraints we're under. He cut us such a sweet deal. Towards the end of the video, we'll do a pop-up of everything that we knocked off, but this was the first store that we actually got to strike a few things off the list. We spent the next probably 2 hours just wandering around this store, looking at all the different stuff they had. They had something in this store for every collector. It was absolutely amazing. If you get a chance, any kind of time you're on a road trip, something like that, if you're anywhere near Omaha, it's worth a trip downtown, park in the parking garage about a block away, walk into the store. If you're let down, I'll eat my hat on camera. How about that?
Well, I know, you called me. I believe we separated after we made the deal with the Transformers. And I don't know, it's like 30 minutes later, we hadn't even seen each other. And then you called me, or we finally ran into each other. And we just went totally opposite ways. And there was just so much stuff to look at that you just lose yourself in that store.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if a store is big enough where two guys who are looking for the same thing can walk around for 15 minutes and not even find each other, you know you're in the right place for toy buying. I mean, all these little white boxes here, I thought this was just a brilliant gimmick that they did. They had different price points on them, and they were just blind boxes that were listed to a specific toy line. I seen everything from Transformers, G.I. Joe, Stitch, Disney in general. They had all kinds of boxes. We talked to Tyler about it, and he said, yeah, they're just random grabs that we throw in a box. If it says $25 on it, there's probably $35 to $50 worth of stuff in there. The owner even hid in some gems. You may find $800 worth of toys in a $20 box. The next time we roll through here, which I hope is sooner rather than later, I'll pick up a couple of these and we'll do a video on a blind box opening. You guys judge for yourselves. We'll see how accurate that information was. Did we get the kind of value out of it that it was listed as? Again, we spent hours combing through pegs, combing through shelves. A lot of great stuff in here. I will definitely come back to this store in the very near future.
I agree. Let's do it.
So, yeah, well, I mean, it's going to have to happen. It was great. We didn't get everything we wanted. Again, super happy to knock off some of this tougher stuff off the list, getting the Fort Max out of the way. You can find them. It's finding them for an affordable price.
And complete.
We kind of highlighted the TMNT here. I'm an avid TMNT collector. Still looking to scratch off that creature Leo. I personally thought the price might have been a little bit high on it, but again, you're in a toy store. They got to make money. I don't know what they paid for it. My philosophy, you don't like the price, don't buy it. It's that simple.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not bad, dude.
You know.
I like that shirt. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's cool. Like that. Oh, but I mean, I was saying like we got a Minnesota, but we didn't get a Minnesota. Oh, that's too. And then that was just the other part for the. What is this? Oh, the
Mr. Megatron Racer. Do you mind if I open this one up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
I tried to keep like the accessories in a different bag, just because I know people looking to make sure they're.
Does it go on here? Is it like this?
Oh yeah, I just put it on there. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, alright.
It's all good. Just sit it there.
Alright, cool. We'll put this back?
Yeah, I want to look at this one though.
Okay.
I have respect for you Transformer collectors because that's an intense collection to try and complete.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
We're actually doing a YouTube series.
Yeah.
60 days, 15K, full G1 run.
Oh man. Well, I'd love to help you out with it.
I'm hoping you can. So we're at Kane County. This is the first table that we came up to that we saw that had G1 Transformers. We met Steve, great guy, nice guy. He probably had 20, 25 Transformers. They weren't all complete. There were 3 in particular that we really wanted to try to make a deal on. What did we find at this table?
There was Motormaster, 8-Face, and Headstrong. Yeah, they were real nice too.
I'm pretty sure it was the 8-Face and the Motormaster. They had unused stickers. So we budgeted a certain amount for each figure on these 2. We're probably willing to pay maybe a little over our budget because they were so nice and that they were in unused condition. It was worth taking a look at. Apologize for the bad camera angle. It's our first time using this body camera, and we'll learn from this experience and we'll get a better shot for the next one.
Well, the other thing is too is we just didn't. I mean, we're going off of like fumes when I think I took like a power nap when we got there. So yeah, this is like a dream to me.
Yeah, at this point in the show, we had pretty much driven straight through, stopping in Lincoln, stopping in Omaha, leaving Colorado Springs at like 4:30 in the morning, and we're just getting to the parking lot, as you saw, right around 6 a.m. and just kind of wandered the parking lot and just no sleep. Next time we do a hunt that we have to drive this far, we'll definitely plan in an extra day to get a little sleep in. We just weren't in our right minds entirely, but this is how it broke down, and we'll let you guys see the deal that we made.
Find it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you did find it. Okay.
So for these 3, you're at 365, and you know what we're trying to do,
Right. Throw me out a number.
265.
We're probably gonna go that low. Because it's literally like
Yeah, I understand. It's set up right now, like literally first setup.
because you're doing the bulk deal. 300. That's basically like this guy free.
Yeah. 290.
I gotta stick at 3.
3.
I'm thinking what I got.
No, I got you. I understand. Take a look at that
Nice
guy.
even number.
Just take a look at him a little closer. These are really good.
I feel like one of them, yeah, like the the brown kind of yellows, a little classic. One of them was kind of getting faded, but they all came from childhood collections. the same owner.
Same
From
owner.
the same owner.
That's always nice to
That's,
get.
and I was like, that's amazing.
Like there's a guy
And
in town.
instructions. I mean, most people would toss that.
Yeah, there was a guy in town that this guy basically just like either open them and that's it, or they're still in. And this guy bought the whole collection of
I'm
them.
finding that a lot. A lot of people just like display stuff right out of the box and keys. I was like, that's crazy. That's way before this was a thing. I guess Star Wars kind of ushered that in, though. I feel like Star Wars kind of kicked off the. Oh, this might be worth something someday. I should collect these.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Star Wars that basically that started it all.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Really good.
Good. Okay, nice.
3.
Awesome. What's your name?
Jeremiah. What's your name?
Jeremiah, Steve.
Steve, good to meet you, Steve.
Jeff, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
What's your name? Kane. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, man.
Kane County.
Kane County.
Kane County.
Do you happen to have a bag?
I do. I'll
Perfect.
give you this one. I don't know where they are. We definitely have them, but I'll just let you have that.
I really appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you.
And good luck with your journey. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little rough, but
Give us a follow or something and let me.
yeah, let me snap a.
Like to follow along.
Oh, this box is a little lighter now.
All right. Let's take home. That's what we're for.
All right, thank you.
I
Thank you,
appreciate it. Yeah,
guys.
you have a good one.
Happy hunting.
Thank you. That's nice. Good job.
So at this point, we're just walking around the show. They have multiple buildings at Kane County. This was our first time going to the July show. It's a little bit smaller. They don't have all the outdoor buildings open during this time. Really, it was just the main 2.5, 3 buildings, however you want to look at it, the way they split them up. We spotted these G1s back on this guy's table. He's still setting up. We didn't have a chance to talk to him. He was busy, but we wanted to go take a look and see what the completeness of each figure was. They had a nice complete road grabber, but we had already knocked that one off the list. It's not the easiest loose transformer to find. All the pretenders are getting tougher and tougher as time goes on. But we already had it, so kind of no need there. The rest of what he had on the bottom shelf here, they were in nice shape. They just weren't complete. And we're trying to avoid buying incomplete figures because, as everyone knows, buying the little accessories after the fact gets really, really difficult to do.
Yeah, this is crazy seeing this footage again because I barely remember it. Like we were saying earlier, just running on fumes. So it's kind of neat seeing this over again. It's like I said before, it's like, like being in a dream.
I want to highlight that he did have a complete, pretty nice Superion gift set. At $300, I didn't think he was too out of line on the price. We had just already picked up a Superion back at the Pop Culture Exchange. This one was nice. Gift sets are hard to come by, especially complete. Superion, Devastator, I think they're the two more commonly found ones. Obviously, the most difficult one would be the Defensor gift set. It's still on my grail list, if you will. I don't like throwing that term around too loosely, but he had some nice stuff, but unfortunately, there was really nothing here that we felt like we could make a deal on.
You called it too, man. You're like, you're going to find Eagle Force.
Oh, you're specifically looking?
No, not really. Like, I just pick them up when I find them. Like, last time we were here a couple years ago, there was a guy on the parking lot, and I found a couple, and I wasn't planning on picking them up then. I just pick them up when I, like, these are the ones I had when I was a kid. So, I mean, I still have them. I just don't have them sealed.
Well,
Or as we say, sealed.
yeah. Where are you guys from?
Colorado.
Oh, okay. Well,
Colorado Springs.
I ship too, so I got a physical store and an online store.
Cool.
So, need a 10.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Shit.
Enjoy.
I will. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the deal.
Thanks, guys.
Of course.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Here. All right. I guess I'm doing Eagle Force.
Say that again?
Huh?
Say that again?
I said, I guess I'm doing Eagle Force.
Okay. I told you to slow down, didn't I?
What are you talking about? Was that like a Hobby Lobby or something like that?
Yeah, it's about 10 years old though.
Yeah. Did they sell them in posters too, or just this?
This is the only one I've seen like this.
Okay. Did you do 40?
I can do that.
I guess we're going to the car.
I would just.
Yeah, I've been looking for that for like
now,
a minute.
I don't know where he wants me. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I have the wheel.
Oh,
One's broken.
Rodan.
Actually, that's the wing.
Oh, yeah.
You said one wing is broken?
One wing's broken. Like always. That's why it's 7. It's about half a wing.
Yeah.
G1 transport? Yeah.
I do. Probably have to swing by tomorrow. One day.
Thank you.
Actually, I know exactly where they are too. You want to stick around for a second?
Sure, yeah, sure.
You're in the top one.
Oh, okay.
You can throw them on the table if you want. Oh, you're not having to bend over.
That is so nice of you.
We didn't go. Did they do that too?
This is pretty good. This is my
Oh, G2? Yeah. So,
I think that one's on knockout.
yeah, that one's not bad. Yeah, that was a little gift set they gave me.
And there's something in there called Xbox, which was like a super nice die-cast replicas of Transformers. You can't call them that.
Yeah.
Legends Grimoire. You have a gun?
He's missing this tail.
Missing the tail. Razor Claw. I don't know what he came with. Battle Trap.
Since you guys are vendors, let's call them half a bag. And then we'll round down. So if it's like 25, we'll do,
We're actually trying to put together like complete, how would you say?
So, we got tasked with a mission by our YouTube sponsor. The full line of G1 Transformers, 60 hunts or less, 15K. So it's definitely bargain shopping.
Well, that's why. Well, I'll do half a bag.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, I appreciate that.
I knew that. I had some.
Shake it. It's empty.
That's the one that the
Grimlock came in. Yeah, Grimlock
It was
came
from
in.
the Pretenders line.
Pretenders,
something
yeah.
like that.
Pretenders, yep.
I kind of know my stuff. I did some research.
Go in there.
$30 a room. 30. 30? Here, go for it. Fuck yeah. If there's anything if there's like a team you're looking for, I think
have
I'm
a
my
gun.
guy and see if he has him at home.
Shouldn't have a gun. No gun. But these
Because of the
Yeah.
will do half.
How's that?
fucking
That
cool.
one's kind of loose.
I knew that.
Yellered up.
Well, then, dude, we gotta help each other out. Two better comments like that. What you want is the Rodan, though.
The Rodan? I don't like.
And you're only collecting G1s, right?
Yeah. I mean, we collect other stuff for ourselves. We're just
But for
the mission at hand is G1s.
You got any like novelty items with Transformers? Wallet, tights, stuff like that.
What you think on that one?
I have a bunch of comics, but I left them in my antique room.
Not bad.
The most
try to
cool
read
is like
that. I can't read it.
G.I.
84
Joe
Japan.
X Transformers crossover. Oh, okay.
Guys are walking around.
$40. Oh man.
Complete that set.
Good job. Thank you.
You got a card or anything?
We don't. I don't do like online sales or anything. Just
Gotcha.
Just
gotcha.
me.
All right, you want me to put these back over there? Thank you. Appreciate it.
So if you come around, you want more, just.
Yeah, we'll put back there.
I think this is probably the coolest one.
Just laps after laps. Yeah, Razor Claw's cool. Knocked him off already.
Thanks, man.
Thanks again. Appreciate it. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Guys, it was really great to pick up a few pieces. An awesome dealer, super friendly guy. I couldn't help but think I got to go back and try to get this Rodan. And I'm glad I did, because you see these two gentlemen walking up. It's exactly what they're eyeballing. They want the Rodan. I want the Rodan. Now the question is, who's going to get it first? Let's find out.
No stamp.
That one's like half a wing. Yeah. The other wing's fine. That one's
Look at the plastic covering right there.
Yeah.
Like a protective.
So after I looked up, just having the wings on them,
No
so
stamps.
build, it just kind of fell over.
Typical, very typical, for sure.
Hold that.
It's, best offer.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it. We'll stop back. Thank you.
He's cool looking.
Yeah, he's
The
very
job does work.
Oh, nice.
The job does work.
Okay.
Yeah. The job does work, yeah.
Okay.
You might want to call Ben on that one.
Oh, that.
On that Rodan. Because she does that, and I don't think she has that yet.
Okay.
He's giving you a bag.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll make a phone call about that Rodan. I might be able to get that sold for you.
Right?
Let's see if I can.
If you can, I'll give you a commission.
I don't need a commission. You already hooked me up, bro. Now, if I sell it for more, that's
I found one for 900.
that's where I gets mine.
900.
How broken is the wing?
It's half a wing.
Okay.
It's literally half a wing.
Oh, just hunting and finding.
This wing is fine.
That
Put
is
rubber bands on it.
correct, but I have a question for you that's more for you and your wonderful wife. She does Shogun, right? Does she have Rodan? Does she want a Rodan with a working beak, but 1.5 wings? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one wing is missing about 6 inches off the tip. 7.
And open to offer.
And he's open to an offer. The other wing is completely unbroken. He is open to offers. The mechanism is unbroken. It's literally just one broken wing. Everything else is good. The toes, minimal wear on it, but everything else on it's really good.
The back clips are still unbroken as well. So both back clips are fine.
Yeah, and both back clips are good.
I think he will need a new rubber band for his his neck, but otherwise.
Okay. Let me try.
5. We do 5 and a quarter.
Okay, let me go talk to him real quick.
All right, you guys. So at this point, I got to hop on the phone. I contact one of our sponsors from Transformerland, Benjamin Meyer. His wife is an avid Shogun collector. She's got so much of this stuff, but this Shogun Rodan is one of the pieces she's been missing. As you can see, I'm on the phone with him for just a few seconds, and I turn right back around. I'm headed for the booth. This vendor cut us such a good deal on this for 5 and a quarter. We just could not pass it up. I had to get it. Yes, it does have a broken wing, but we'll scour, we'll track down a correct wing for it, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
5 and a quarter?
5 and a quarter, she'll take it.
You said yes, but I wanted.
Sorry.
I'm only 100.
Oh, well, I'll give you 100.
I got it for 100. It was being stubborn. I can't say yes.
Five. Somewhere you got a 5. I got a 5 in my wallet. I kept one of them somewheres, I think.
I forgot that he was looking for that. Huh?
That's because you only care about yourself.
That is true.
Crazy. Oh, there's a lot.
You want to double check that for me? 5 and 25.
So then you have a surcharge of $100.
Hey, baby, sit truck.
His old lady.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's for her. That's definitely for sure. Oh, there she is.
Nice.
Sorry, boss.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think we'll just go right out to the car now.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, robots in disguise. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, robots in disguise. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Straight out of a mistake.
Looks good. Toes are good and all that.
Minor cracking each toe,
Okay.
but all original.
So that's complete. That's fine.
Is it the reissue? Oh, that's the G1.
Did we just get that?
G1. No, we didn't buy it because we wanted too much. No missile? Start looking up the complete levels of these.
Complete what?
What they need to be complete.
Okay.
All right, so we were wandering around the show. You know, we kind of made 3 or 4 laps, and as you can see at this point, we're going through a bunch of G1s, but what you may not have noticed is as we're walking through, I'm just tra-la-la-la-la, and I'm sitting here and I'm talking to my name's Jeff over here, and I'm wandering around, and I look over my shoulder, and he is just gone. He is not there at all, and I'm like, where did he go? And I cannot find this guy anywhere. And the next thing you know, my kid comes up, he grabs me and says, hey, Jeff's back here. So he just kind of left me. That's how it happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, that's not what happened. That's one version.
No, that's the only version. That is how this went down. Never mind anything else you hear from this point on. That's how it went down.
No, we were coming back from the car, I believe, and a couple hours in, and so we're just going back through. Guys are still setting up, and he toasted me. Like, I was like, where the heck did he go? Because I'm looking at this table, and I see right there a bunch of Transformers, and I look over, and he's gone. And then I catch his son's eye, and I was like, get your dad. And then I think, did you call me? Or did you just come back over?
No, man, like I said, like we were walking and we were talking.
No. The truth, you guys are going to get ready to hear the real truth.
All right, yeah, so all right, I guess it's time to come clean. Yeah, I'm going to blame it on the lack of sleep. That's because that's really all I got.
Go with that.
That's the only thing I got.
I think this dude had the most Transformers on.
At this show, this guy definitely, to this point, had the most G1 Transformers. Everything was very well organized. I wish that I would have had a little more time in with this particular camera. I know it's jumpy. I know it's shaky. I apologize for that. We'll get better at this, I promise. But yeah, I'm just wandering right by 2 full cases and 2 extra boxes full of G1 Transformers. And yeah, he looked up, saw that I was gone, grabbed my kid, told him go track me down. He brings me back over. And now we're just kind of going through them. There was so much great stuff in here. This is Troy. He's with Star Pop out of Ohio. He had a lot of great stuff. As we're going through everything, found some stuff we definitely needed. You know, any highlights you got in there?
Well, the only other thing, I know you walk over kind of where that other guy is there, and there's other stuff right there. So you're pulling stuff out. I'm pulling stuff out. Then we're adding stuff up. I think you can see me adding stuff up right there because you're just telling me numbers and I'm just throwing them in there. And then I think a little bit you start talking to Troy, and I'm just handing you more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And then I think you got a little irritated with me because I keep adding to the mix, which was cool, but I mean, there was a lot of stuff.
Definitely got a little frustrated where we're both going through things, and this is we may have spent, and by we I mean I may have overthought this a little bit. I tried to break down all the prices of, okay, we got to try to do this on 15K. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. So I tried to limit what we could spend on each item. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. Again, from the very beginning, we've always said anybody with a bottomless pit of money should just go online and get a full run of G1s in a matter, no time at all. It wouldn't take them long. Everything's available on the World Wide Web. At this point, we got a big pile, and I've got a number in my head of what he's asking for it, what it's actually worth, and what I can afford to pay for it, so that we don't go over budget and we actually have a legitimate shot at completing all these G1s. And as I get the number in my head, my partner in crime, overachiever that he is, I get a number, he puts like 4 things down, and I can't even remember if I already looked on it and passed on it because it had a missing sticker or a broken part. So we finally get it to where we think we have kind of what we're wanting to get. And then Troy tells us, oh, hey, I got more G1s over here in this box. So now here I am going through all these. And it was just an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that's what I was explaining just a little bit ago, that you just see me just pulling stuff out, and then he walks over there and he's finding stuff, and that's just where it was. That's the way it was. That guy, like, oh yeah, I got more here and I got more over here, which was cool because I like that. I like that. That's the real true hunt is everything just doesn't get handed to you. You got to thumb through everything, and I mean that's what we all live to do is hunt the hunt.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he told us that he had a couple more bins over here. We found what I personally think are some of the cooler MicroMaster sets. One of my favorite was always the Construction Patrol. It does go for a little more than some of the others. I was hoping to find a Racetrack Patrol. I think that's the hardest one of the 4-car sets to pick up.
That's a tough one.
And here we are, we're piling everything up. This is where we got the bulk on this hunt. This was where we found the bulk of what we wanted to buy. We knew we were going to have to try to make a deal. And now we're just sitting here, we're crunching through our head of, okay, what does he got on it? What does he want for it? What can I offer him that's not going to insult him and tell me to get away from his table? And this guy, not just G1 Transformers, he had one of the coolest tables that we saw during setup. I'm going to tell on Jeff a little bit here where this guy pulled out a Shogun Godzilla. I didn't know we were here to buy Shogun, but maybe we were. And I just absolutely cringed as I see him putting on the top of a 4-tier shelf on top of a table.
Immaculate Godzilla.
And, I mean, there was little to no paint wear on this guy. The tongue was still there.
The back lever was intact. It wasn't the replacement. The toes were unbroken. Really super nice.
It was nice, and he was really reasonable at $500. I have no doubt in my mind that this Godzilla sold probably on the first day before setup was over. It was really nice. I still don't have one.
I don't have one.
So it's on the bucket list. Maybe we'll do a highlight if any one of us ever gets one, and maybe we'll just do a little side bet who gets the best one first.
Well, us being really tired, not getting any sleep, that kind of, that's probably what did it more for me and not getting. I mean, I know we were there for a different reason, so $500 to spend on myself for a show we weren't going there for ourselves. We picked up a few things, but kept our budget really low because we had other things that we were there for. And again, being super tired and not really on my radar, but man, that was one of the nice ones I seen out of the box. So that definitely would have been a good pickup right there.
A great Shogun. Again, it was complete. It had the insert still in the box. It was really, really nice. Kind of kicking myself for not at least making an offer on it. I mean, he did us such a great deal coming up on the Transformers that I really wish I would have at least made an offer. But this guy had a lot of really great stuff.
Okay. We should probably re-add everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say let's just start fresh.
2 hours later.
I got more than that.
I appreciate your
I got
honesty.
more than that.
I appreciate your honesty.
I mean, I've added wrong before, but...
Hey, that's a totally different number. Is that the number?
That's the number I got.
Okay.
So, okay.
Appreciate your honesty.
I was kind of hoping I was wrong, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, that would have been nicer for you.
So if you got just a second, what we're doing with is our YouTube sponsor tasked us with a mission.
Okay.
Full G1 run, 60 days.
Okay.
Low budget. Like $15K to run the whole thing.
Okay.
So with that in mind, 5. And I know it's a big ask.
Yeah, I'm at like 6. 575.
You 550?
I think I'm probably bottoming out because this is like all my good G1 stuff. It's all really clean, complete stuff.
I left one.
Oh.
575. All right, that was appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if it's going on YouTube, Star Pop Ninja Monitor in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, you have
Do you got a card?
I do.
Or something I can scan? I can get a picture. I'm good at getting a picture. That is awesome. What was your name?
Troy.
Troy?
Troy.
Jeremiah. Troy. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Okay. Hold on a second.
You wouldn't have that bag?
Yeah, okay. Are you all set?
Dude up.
So as you can see, he was at 709 when he added everything up. Now, the first time he added everything up, he ended up with a total of like 5.25. I couldn't let him do that to himself. He must have missed a couple of items or hit subtract instead of plus, but we're not about that life. So we corrected him and said, no, I got a bigger number than that, as fun as it would be. But ultimately, he was at $709. I wanted to get it for $500. I figured he would say no. He came back at $600 and then dropped it to $575. I tried one more time for $550. He had to stick at $575. It was still a great deal for us. I had no problem with that whatsoever. All right, you guys, so we stumbled upon another treasure trove of G1 Transformers. This guy had even more than Steve did. It was all scattered about. I'm going through things. He's not at his booth. He's out wandering the show himself looking to find a deal. There were several things here. Not all of it met what we were looking for as far as condition goes. At this point, I left Jeff a couple tables back. He's talking to a gentleman we meet who he did make a point to give us a comment in regards to our mission at hand. He's telling us, it's going to be tough. Some of the things that are going to be really hard for you to find are going to be a complete unbroken Thunderwing. We know Thunderwing is a tough figure to find. It's got GPS. We knew it was going to be tough. But this guy had stuff scattered everywhere. We're kind of looking through. By this point, Jeff walks up with me. He starts going through all the stuff that I went through right behind me just to double check me, because we just don't have a lot of thought process rolling through right now. So I picked up what I thought was the best pieces, and if you didn't catch the glimpse, we came across a complete G1 Thunderwing.
Yep, and then up above you see that Scorponok. You panned to that earlier. He had a lot of stuff, but like you said, not all of it was complete, not all in the greatest shape, but he did have that rare Thunderwing, and that was a super sweet find. And like you said, that guy said, "Oh, you guys never find that." And I mean, it was great being able to knock that out like the second day of our look, if you will.
Yeah, hunt. just to see one, we knew we had to at least make a stab at trying to pick it up. Ultimately, he probably had 100 different G1s. Had we had a little more sleep, we may have tried to package together a deal on more than just the one. The audio on this track was just horrendous. None of it was really salvageable. So we carried on. He had pretty premium prices on most of his stuff. We did the best we could with it. Ultimately, we came together on, he had a complete G1 Scorponok. We wanted to get that one out of the way. We knew it was going to be expensive. He had a complete reflector. We wanted to try to make a deal on that. You don't see reflector complete with everything working very often. Mail away exclusive. It's a tough find, but nothing tougher than that Thunderwing. So now you can't hear it, but we're striking a deal. He was in the neighborhood of $1,200 for the three pieces. I was really wanting to get it for $8. That was kind of my top end dollar. He ended up coming down to $850 for the three pieces. It's still a high price to pay for those three figures, but to get that Thunderwing knocked off, we had to do it. He had so much stuff. I wish I had a little more time to go through and try to bundle a few more things together. We settled at $850 for the three figures. I'm good with that. Knocking off that Thunderwing was a big hit off the list. I had an absolute blast doing this and hunting these toys.
Me too. I thought it was fun, like usual, and can't wait to do it again. And hopefully next time we'll get some sleep.
You guys, we had a blast doing this. We're going to do it again soon. All that's left to do at this point is get everything in the car, drive home, get it unpacked, and show you what we ended up with. Complete G1 Slapdash, complete G1 Motormaster, Dogfight, Sizzle, Windcharger, Cosmos, Yellow Cliffy, Brawn, Gears, Powerglide, Warpath, Road Grabber, Pretender Starscream, Double Dealer. We got a Headstrong complete, Astro Train complete, Duocons, complete Ape Face, Spark Stalker, Flame Feather, complete Skull Cruncher, Triple Changer Blitzwing, We got the sports car patrol, the race car patrol, off-road patrol, airstrike patrol, construction patrol, complete dirge, chop shop, reflector hanging out in the back, ravage and rumble, complete defensor, Superion, a complete Computron, Omega Supreme, complete Tripticon, and then for the highlights, complete Scorponok G1. Bludgeon complete. Thunderwing complete. No GPS. And it may not be very expensive, but it is hard to get. A complete racetrack patrol. Anything else, Jeff?
Oh, don't forget this.
That's right, y'all. On day 2 of the hunt, we got one of the most expensive pieces we were going to be hunting. G1 Fort Max. Alright guys, so that's 3 days of hunting right there. Picked off a lot of pieces, drove a lot of miles, had a lot of fun, met some great people. I don't know, Jeff, what do you think? You think we're going to be able to get the full run?
I think we're going to be able to do it, man. That was like you said, it was a lot of fun. Had a good time. Picked up a lot of stuff. Didn't get much sleep, but had a blast.
This is a great time. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm so glad we decided to do this. That being said, huge shout out to Transformerland for sponsoring this whole gig. Transformerland.com. Go check them out, guys.